Trojans will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time today. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these two blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC. This is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly always on the line late in the year when these two teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast. Something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch. The jeweled shillelagh.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. There have been many memorable games in this rivalry. It was memorable for Notre Dame last year, not so much for SC as the Trojans got blown out.
No, and Notre Dame's a team that we've seen in the playoff
and he can't escape, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the USC Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Horn. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Going to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise. Continue to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The field goal is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Here come the Irish back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He'll try the left side. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The option look. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. On the run, it's Bitonio. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. They convert.
Third down.
As he gets it to the 46-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making a play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you when you get to the running back before he gets started.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the ground with the back. Ran through the contact. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Fires one high and deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans! And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the gun, the ground game. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing in this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Wells. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. On the ground, it's Bitonio. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Trojans will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The give out of the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks in his total rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's caught inside the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Trojans are flying down the field. They'll go back to the ground.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Trojans get enough for the first down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
A little screen to the running back. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close for serious.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Pat.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gets rid of it. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab on the left. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry up. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. A lot of urgency for this offense. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. to the ground to try to move the chains. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Got his man in the middle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Unleashes one deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's 12. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second.
And he breaks into the open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Give to the running back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They're bringing heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Hums it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4 down territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That was... huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Trojans. And that one will put them up here in the second half. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. They're trailing by just 4 to South Carolina.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. And he's working to see if they can pull it off again here.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Motion from the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Trojans line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Open runway ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. One word to describe this guy: unstoppable. Over 150 yards, throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Rice. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. On the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal?
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got...
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll leave it with him. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
no doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. They get to him as he throws. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Here's a throw downfield late. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and